Hello and welcome to another mock showcase video. Today I am bringing to you the Zillo Beast of Malastare. This mock is based off of Season 2 of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I took this mock to London Brick Festival 4 ages ago. Don't know why it took me so long to film this video and get it out, but I filmed it at the convention, and now here's finally the showcase. So you can see here's the mock. It's set on two grey base plates with the little bits jutting off the side, which I think are 16 by 32 long each, I think about that. It contains a couple of custom turbo tanks. This all has its dedicated video in it, which will be linked in the description. And you can see here we've got this nice sign on the front with rock work going around all the outside. You see there's a lot of purple going down here. That was a big contrast color I wanted to use within this mock to kind of give it that purple glow it does in the show. This obviously isn't the exact texture, but I still think it looks really cool and adds a really nice bit of color that you don't see in many Star Wars mocks. That along with the green I think is really, really nice. With all these different rock formations patterned out with wedge plates and tiles and all the dark purple plate in between them. So yeah, that colour along with the lime green, bright light green trans bricks and obviously the big dark orange Zillo Beast, I think it's a really nice contrast. So you can see we've got loads of battle droids dotted about because these were obviously all broken down before the Zillo Beast even showed up. And I've got a dog in the corner there to represent the channel, of course. Here you can see I've got a small army of Sebulbas trying to take on the Zillo Beast because that is the natural species of this planet, and I thought it just looked quite funny. And obviously we got loads of clones running into support, including Rex there, as well as Anakin and Mace Windu. Very glad to use that new figure that came out last year. Had to find him, put him in a mock somewhere. So yeah, the Zillo Beast itself is obviously the highlight of this mock, and we'll get onto that a little bit later. But I really love the perspective you can get down here with the tank and all the clones running around it, which, yeah, loads of fun. Obviously had to use AP1 because that's what was in the episode, even though there weren't that many running on the floor. You can see we've got pipes running around all here. These weren't specially designed or anything. I just had to get some pipes to make it look slightly less boring, and also so that something could flow into the actual lime green base itself. So you can see those flow right through using the corners there quite nicely. They're not really attached by anything, those bits. I think they just look quite cool. Obviously, the Zillo Beast does not have a bottom to it. You're not meant to see that, really. But I still think it looks quite cool. Back to the turbo tanks, you can see I've got two here. This is the full one, the complete one, the one I spent the most time pouring effort on. This is completely custom, all my own design. As I said before, it does have its own dedicated video where you can see it at all angles, but I'm super happy with how this came out, even if it can't really fit any figures inside of it. And yeah, just to create some contrast from the one that's working on the right, I didn't have enough pieces to perfectly build a second one. So if you fall on the left, you can see I built it half battle damaged. So like you can see like a lot of the back stuff there. I've got all those pieces, but the ones at the front, just no way. So I put the Zillo Beast putting its arm through that as if it's just taken off a giant chunk. Because like you can see, it's not exactly perfectly built. But I think I did a pretty good job, so they look quite similar with some other colours inside to look like wiring or whatnot. And just blacked out because it had been flamed to pieces. Now, I'll be honest, this mock isn't as perfect as I'd want it to be. I am quite happy with it in the time it took me to build, which I'd say is about a month and a half. On the edge of each of these, we're meant to have big rocks on the top. You can see I've got a couple of little ones dotted around, but they're meant to be quite tall at the back to make it look like there is some kind of mountain behind. But I just didn't have time in the end. But I still think it looks quite good for what I managed to achieve in that time. When I say that this was rushed towards the end to get it finished, this is also all documented in a 5-part series. It was tough, but I'm glad I got it done in the end. Now, you can see the Zillo Beast, the big boy itself. Yeah, this was quite a monster to design, figuratively and literally, because it's just like nothing I've ever built before. If you just look at it as it goes up, there's so much interesting shaping going in it, and just the way the head's built so that it can stay sturdy because it's really top heavy and facing forward. This also has its own dedicated video, which will also be linked, basically just showing how this all went together. Yeah, I'm just so happy with it. I'd probably call it singularly as one small like bit my favorite thing I've ever built out of Lego. I just think it looks so cool. I don't think I'm ever gonna take it apart, at least the head bit. The arms I'm not gonna keep on, just so it's kind of like almost like a bust looking type thing. So proud of it. But there you have it. I know this was a quick showcase, but that's really all there is to show. As I said, this does have a full series dedicated to it. If you enjoyed this MOC, like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more LEGO Star Wars videos. Thanks for watching.